Last time on Who Wants to Be a... Well, there we go. Last time on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, we're slowly climbing up the ladder of a whole bunch of cash. We are just 3 questions away from winning $1 million. We'll see if we can tonight, right here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Thursday night at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Well, we are just 3 questions away from winning $1 million. We'll get to that shortly, but as you know, we're coming on just before Game 1 of the NBA Finals between the Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Go Thunder, of course, because, you know, they deserve it more than Indiana does. Sorry, Tyrese Halliburton. No offense, but that's just how I feel. SGA, my MVP, that I can tell you. So, yeah, but we're just going to continue on going along here. So, well, let's do this. So here's how this is going to work. As you know, we are just 3 questions away from winning $1 million worth in cash. And, well, we still have 2 lifelines left. We've got our 50-50 and switch the question. Sorry, I just bought a new car, so a whole bunch of notifications are popping up on my phone. So, yeah. Anyway, if we're ready to go, let's do this. Our audience, are we ready to play? Yeah. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? For $250,000. In which of these films does Elvis Presley play a boxer? Kid Galahad, King Creole, Roostabout, Flaming Star. No idea. So we are going to switch the question. Okay, so Elvis Presley boxer. Kid Galahad would never have known that. Alright, so, well, computer, can you generate, please, another question valued at $250,000, please?
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart
Sorry.
Plus. Free shipping, no order minimum. For all the things you...
For $250,000. Who appears on the cover of nearly every issue of the humor magazine Mad? Robert S. McLean, Alfred E. Newman, Philo T. McGuire, Daniel W. White. Well, we're going to have to do the 50-50. Okay, computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving us with just 1 wrong answer and the correct one. Alfred E. Newman, Philo T. McGuire. I think we've had this question before now that I think about it and I see the 2 choices. And I think it's Alfred E. Newman, but I am not sure at all. And $125,000 is a lot of money. So if we get this wrong, we lose $93,000. Get it right, though, and we got $250,000. Yeah, I don't know. We're just going to have to walk away. Okay, we're going to walk away with $125,000. Not too shabby at all. So if we had to have guessed, we would have gone with Alfred E. Newman. We would have been right for $250,000. What? Like I said, we just were not sure enough, and $125,000 is a lot of money. Alrighty, are we ready to go? For a brand new game, let's do this. Let's play for $100. Which tree's sap is used to make a syrup traditionally poured over pancakes and waffles? Oak, pine, elm, maple. That is maple. Final answer. And we're right for 100. Here we go for 200. Which of these film creatures is an ape? Godzilla, Dumbo, King Kong, Rin Tin Tin. That is Hong Kong or King Kong. Excuse me. Final answer. And we're right for 200. Here we go now for 300. What are the small trinkets often worn on bracelets? Charms, delights, attractions, appeals. Those are charms. Final answer. And we're right for 300. Here we go for 500. Which of these might you expect to see gymnasts use during competition? Donkey, mule, horse, pony. That is a horse. Final answer. And we're right for 500. Here we go for 1,000. What is the female equivalent of a warlock? Seamstress, aviatrix, witch, doe. Now, we can use Googler up to the $32,000 question. That's like our celebrity. You know how on the celebrity editions when they would ask their teammates, quote unquote, for help? I think it's witch. So I don't think I'll need it here. Which final answer? Got it for $1,000. Da 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 da. Here we go. This is for $2,000. We're going for it. Jiminy Cricket is a character in which Disney feature film? Dumbo, Pinocchio, Fantasia, Bambi. Well, I think I know, but Jiminy Cricket. Adventures of Pinocchio. Okay, that's what I thought. Pinocchio. Final answer. Got it for $2,000. It's for 4,000. What is the name of Spider-Man's girlfriend? Peggy Sue, Mary Louise, Mary Jane, Emmylou. Spider-Man's girlfriend. Mary Jane, there we go. Would never have known that, but all I know Mary Jane's like a, well, it's Mary Joanna, I'll just say that. But yeah, Mary Jane, final answer. Got it for $4,000. It's for 8,000. Robert Oppenheimer is best known for the development of what? The telephone, atomic bomb, radio telescope, helicopter. I think it's the atomic bomb, isn't it? Robert Oppenheimer most known for? Yeah, that's what I thought. The atomic bomb. Final answer. Got it for $8,000. Well, we are on a roll right now. 7 away from winning $1 million, but here it is for $16,000. Mount Godwin Austen is an alternative name for which mountain? K2, Everest, Kilimanjaro, Table Mountain. Mount Godwin Austen. K2. Makes sense. A long name for a mountain would have a nickname so short. We'll go with K2. Final answer. Got it for 16,000. Here we go for 32,000. That guaranteed. Which of these was born Frederick Austerlitz in 1899? Fred McMurray, Fred Rogers, Fred Astaire, Fred Gwynn. So Frederick Austerlitz. Frederick Austerlitz. Fred Astaire. Who would have known? Not me. Although I do know who Fred Astaire is. I mean, classic name. I don't even think Fred McMurray's a real celebrity. That doesn't sound like a real celebrity name, but what do I know? Oh, I'm yawning now. This isn't a boring show. At least I don't think it is. Can't be tired now. We gotta just go straight for the $1 million. And that's what we're exactly gonna do. Fred Astaire. Final answer. Got it for 32,000. Oh, we gotta add. Hang we're going to take a break. We've got $32,000. We will be back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Well, hey, we are doing really, really great right now. Like I said, a little programming note tonight. After Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, we will have our very first look at our rebrand promo because, of course, in September, I think it's 2nd, I want to say, I believe, we will be rebranding. So, yeah, we'll be turning it. We won't be using the peacock anymore. You know, don't want to be sued for that, just in case. Yeah, so that'll be coming September 2nd right here on RVN. So, yeah. But back to this game. Right now, we have got $32,000. We can't go home with less than that. We are just 5 questions away from winning $1 million. So here it is. $64,000. Let's play. After this ad, because of course there's got to. Which of these is not a type of apple? Bergamot, Golden Delicious, Pippin, Wine Sap. Okay, I think I've heard of Golden Delicious. Let's phone a friend, because why not? Rule one out at C, okay. So if we can rule out B and we can rule out C, that's good, that's good. Apple, you don't get wine from apples. You know what, let's do the 50-50. Okay, computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving us with just 1 wrong answer and the correct one. Okay. Bergamot, final answer. Got it for $64,000. Here we go for $125,000. How many children did Shakespeare have with Anne Hathaway? 3, 5, 7, 10. Well, I do not know. So we're going to ask the audience. Okay, audience, we need your help. On your keypads using A, B, C, or D. Vote now. Come on. There we go. Well, 40% said A, 3, 24% said D. It says it's really close, but it's a 16% difference, so that's not as close as you might think. I'm going to go with A, 3, final answer. Got it for 125,000. Here we go. $250,000. Let's do this. In which country did the mazurka dance originate? Poland, Turkey, Greece, Spain. Mazurka. I think I can rule out two. Doesn't sound really Greek to me. I don't know what Turkish would even sound like. I think we're going to use our Googler. So I think we're going to use Googler. We'll do Missouri. What is that? Oh, mazurka. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Polish. There we go. Well, that wasn't one I had ruled out, so that's good. We'll go with Poland. Final answer. Got it for $250,000. Shoot! Why is there so many errands?
Because when you're
Here we go. We're going for $500,000 now. A lot of money. Here it is.
Walmart Plus.
Oh my. Okay, this is pissing me off. I'm not gonna. In which sport did Nellie Kim win 5 Olympic gold medals? Swimming, skiing, gymnastics, athletics. Well, it's got to be athletics. I mean, duh. But anyway, we're going to switch the question here. Okay. Let's see what the answer was. Nellie Kim. Gymnast. There. Well, she's a Soviet. That's why. Okay. So, we're going to ask the computer to switch out a question and put in another question valued at $500,000. What nationality was painter Edvard Munch? Austrian, German, Danish, Norwegian. Well, again, I can rule out two, but I don't have another 50-50. So I think we're going to walk away. Okay. We're going to walk away with 250,000. Now, had we had gone for it, I would have said Norwegian. We would have been right for $500,000. But hey, 250,000, that is not bad at all. Wow. My goodness. Well, hey, 2 games, $375,000 so far. Yeah, a lot of money, and definitely we can use it. We'll just say that. Anyway, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have another game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Don't go anywhere. Of course, sorry. Welcome back. Of course, we had to have another freaking ad because, well, why not, right? Anyway, welcome back, everybody, to the show. We are set for another game, so let's do this. Let's play. Here we go. This is for $100. Which part of Pinocchio extended whenever he told a lie? His feet, his ears, his nose, his fingernails. That was his nose. Final answer. Got it for $100. Here we go now for $200. Which of these is a series of teen horror movies that began in the 1990s? Shout, Cry, Scream, Yell. That is Scream. Final answer. Got it for $200. Here we go now for $300. Which of these animals is known for the laughing sound it makes? Warthog, aardvark, giraffe, hyena. That is a hyena. Final answer. Got it for 500 or 300, sorry. Now we're going for 500. The funny bone is located in which part of the human body? Head, foot, arm, leg. That is the arm. Final answer. Got it for 500. Here we go now for 1,000. Who are the sea raiders of the 8th to 11th centuries that invaded and conquered many parts of Europe? Maoris, Aborigines, Vikings, Mongols. That is the Vikings. Final answer. Got it for $1,000. Here we go. This is for $2,000. Which of these is a feature of South Dakota and Nebraska? The Poorlands, the Badlands, the Outlands, the Downlands. That is the Badlands. Final answer. Got it for $2,000. It's for $4,000. Which of these films did not star the legendary James Dean? East of Eden, American Graffiti, Rebel Without a Cause, Giant. James Dean movies. Alright, East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and Giant. So it's American Graffiti. Final answer. Got it for $4,000. It's for $8,000. Ooh, my voice cracked. Which TV show starred the singer Brandy? Moesha, Dawson's Creek, Living Single, Party of Five. That is Moesha. Final answer. Got it for $8,000. I don't know why I know that, but never seen one single episode of Moesha in my life. Anyway, $16,000. Here it is. Bondi Beach is in which country? Japan, Thailand, Australia, South Africa. I have got no clue. Bondi Beach. That is in Australia. In Bondi Beach, Australia. Well, there you go. Simple as that. Australia. Final answer. Got it for $16,000. Whoops. Hold on. We got an ad. Here we go. This is for $32,000. What was Ricky Martin's first name at birth? Enrique, Ricardo, Carlos, Enrico. Who knows? Ricky Martin. Enrique. Ricky. Okay. Ricky Martin. Or Enrique Martin. Final answer. Got it for $32,000. Well, hold on. There we go. Hang on. There we go. Here we go. We're doing good so far. This is for $64,000. Bohemia is a region in which modern-day country? Italy, Poland, Austria, Czech Republic. Well, considering it's a modern-day country, I would say Czech Republic, because that was Czechoslovakia. Well, although there is Austria-Hungary, but I don't think it's... Well, let's phone a friend, see if he can rule one out here. Okay, A, that is unhelpful, you swine. Yeah, I would say either Austria, like Austria-Hungary, or Czech Republic. Although, I do want to win more money, that's for sure, so I don't know if just guessing is going to help. Although, ooh, I think it can be Austria. I think it might actually be Austria, now that I think about it. We can only use Google one. You know what? Let's do the 50-50. Okay, computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving us with just 1 wrong answer and the correct one. Ah! Damn! Of course, it would be those 2. Well, let's ask the audience. Okay, audience, we need your help. On your keypads, using A, B, C, or D, vote now. Okay, well, 53% said Czech Republic. Let's do it. Final answer. Beep, beep, beep. Got it for $64,000. I don't know what the hassle was, but we should have just went for it. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. We have got $64,000 in cash. We probably could have saved a couple of lifelines, but you know what? You just got to do what you got to do sometimes. You know that? Alrighty, so here we go for $125,000. Let's play. The 16th century artist Hans Holbein was court painter to which monarch? William III, Henry VIII, Elizabeth I, George V. I don't know. Hans Holbein. This does not help me. Although we do get to use Google, so. God, the Osprey. Oh, why doesn't this tell me? Jeez Louise. St. Paul. Here, we'll do it like this. William. Oh, crap. Okay, so it's not William. Let's try Henry. There we go. Henry VIII. Final answer. Add. But we got it for $125,000. Another one. Here we go. This is for $250,000. Let's do this. Ah! I don't know why it does that. In which city are the headquarters of Interpol located? Frankfurt, Basel, Brussels, Lyon. I would assume either Frankfurt or Brussels. Brussels. I have never heard of the other two, but I don't know. Because of that, we're going to switch the question. Okay, well, let's take a look and see. Interpol. Lyon, France. Well, there we go. We would have gotten it wrong anyway. Computer, can we please have another question valued at $250,000? Which of these TV shows starred David Jansen? Harry and the Hendersons, Harry's Law, Harry O, Harry's Game. Harry's Law, final answer. Ah! No! Oh, I thought it was Harry's Law, because I think that's the actual name of a TV show. Is it not? It is! Oh, I thought it was from like the 80s, not from 2011. Damn it. Wait, isn't there 1980s? No, I guess not. And Harry O. Oh, there you go. That was from 1974. Okay. You got me. You got me. I'll accept defeat on that one. So let's start off with a brand new game. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for $100. Which of these is a landmark located in San Francisco? Silver Porch Bridge, Bronze Door Bridge, Golden Gate Bridge, Copper Lobby Bridge. That is Golden Gate Bridge. Final answer. And we got it for 100. Here we go now for 200. Which of these is a creature with many pairs of legs? Milligram, millipede, millisecond, millimeter. That is millipede. Final answer. Got it for 200. Here we go now for 300. Which of these sports is most likely to be decided by a photo finish? Bowling, soccer, horse racing, golf. That is horse racing. Final answer. Got it for 300. Here we go now for 500. What is the westernmost province of Canada? Ontario, Manitoba, Quebec, British Columbia. That is British Columbia. Final answer. Got it for 500. Here we go now for 1,000. Dim sum is a popular dish in which cuisine? Chinese, Turkish, Indian, Mexican. That is Chinese. Final answer. Got it for $1,000. Whoops, that's not the right one. There we go. Here we go now for $2,000. Let's do this. What is the name of Agatha Christie's sleuth who lived in the village of St. Marie Mead? Miss Marple, Miss Marple, Lady Martle, Mistress Marple. That is Miss Marple. Final answer. Got it for $2,000. This is for $4,000. In which Olympic sport would a Zamboni be used to clean the playing surface? Ice hockey, fencing, basketball, table tennis. That is ice hockey. Final answer. Got it for $4,000. Ad, hang on. Of course. It's for $8,000. The island of Zanzibar is located in which ocean? Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, Arctic. Well, it can't be the Arctic or the Pacific, I don't think. It's got to be either Atlantic or Indian. I would assume Indian, but let's check just to be sure. Yeah, Tanzania, so that's... Wait, that might be the Pacific Ocean. Nope, it's the Indian. Okay, thank God. Indian, final answer. Got it for $8,000. We're going to take a break. 7 away from winning $1 million. We will be right back and go for $16,000 right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Well, here we go. We are in the big time right now. We are just 7 away from winning $1 million. Let's do it. Let's go for $16,000. For $16,000, the Tia Maria is a rum-based liquor flavored with what? Aniseed, orange, chocolate, coffee. I don't know. Tia Maria. Coffee beans. Well, there you go. Coffee, final answer. Got it for $16,000. It's for $32,000. Who designed the Statue of Liberty? Gustav Eiffel, Gutzon Borglum, Frederick Bartholdi, Ferdinand de Lesseps. Well, let's see. Who designed the Statue of Liberty?
Statue of Liberty National Monument was designed by...
Nope. That's all we needed. Final answer, whoever this guy's name is. Got it for $32,000 after this ad. Here we go. This is for $64,000. We can only use Googler one time from now on. In which country was designer Karl Lagerfeld born? Belgium, Denmark, the Netherlands, Germany. Well, let's ask the audience. Okay, audience, we need your help. On your keypads using A, B, C, or D vote now. Okay, so that was kind of crazy. 37% said Germany, 22% said B. Well, you know what? I'm going to trust the audience, and we're going to go with Germany. Final answer, if I can find it. Got it for $64,000. It's for $125,000. Which Italian wine does Chianti come from? Piedmont, Lombardy, Calabria, Tuscany. Well, we're going to have to look it up. Italian wine regions. I think it's got to be Tuscany. Chianti. Tuscany. Okay, well, that makes sense. That's the only one I've heard of out of these four, so should have just gone with that. But Tuscany, final answer. Got it for $125,000. There we go. This is for $250,000. Which of these movie stars was born in Great Britain? James Cagney, James Mason, James Coburn, James Caan. It's got to be James Caan. But I don't want to blow another $93 freaking thousand because I thought I knew what it was. You know what? We're just going to do it. James Caan. Final answer. Oh, that's why I didn't want to do it. Oh, we got to quit blowing money like this. That's exactly why I did not want to do that. Damn it. Well, let's see. Where is James Caan from? Because that's the only one. Nobody's heard of James Mason. God, no. Yeah, well, let's see. North by Norway. Okay, well, maybe he is a little famous. Lolita, Stars Born. Okay, maybe he's more famous and more popular than I thought he was. Where's James Caan born? Okay, Caan is not American. I am sorry, but no way in hell. I don't think that's the Bronx either, to be honest with you, but... no, that's... oh, gosh, we could have won... We could have had an extra, what, 93 times 2, that's 176, something like that. We could have had that much more money. Ooh, alleged links to organized crime. Oh, sugar. Yeah, Jewish immigrants from Germany. Yeah, geez Louise. Oh, my. Add, geez Louise. Well, after all that fun, we're out of time. Thank you all so much for watching us. Stay tuned now. Stay tuned now for that promo we've got for you all. So we will see you all next time. Good night. Promo rebrand right after this. Oh, shoot.